بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم أخرجني من ظلمات الوهم وأكرمني بنور الفهم اللهم افتح علينا أبواب رحمتك وانشر علينا خزائن علومك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we start 7th section of the book. And this is about causality. First, definition of cause, illah. And then divisions and classifications of illah or cause. Please remember that in philosophy, we use cause in two different senses. One is cause in narrower sense, one is in broader sense. Cause in narrower sense, or al-illah bil-ma'na al-akhas, is something that gives existence, something that originates. Okay? So this is the meaning of cause in its narrowest sense. And of course, this type of cause in the second also definition is definitely included. Anything that gives existence to a contingent being, it's called illah, and then it's sometimes used with some expansion, and in this broader sense, anything which is needed for existence of something, it's called cause. It can be the giver of existence to it. It can be something else. So, in the first definition, A is cause for B if A gives existence to B. In the second definition, A is cause for B if B depends on A. It can be depending because A gives existence to it, like we had in the first definition. It can be because it's the material that is needed so that we can have the effect. It can be the end for which B is created. It can be internal parts that are needed so that we can have B. Basically, anything internal or external that we need in order to have B is considered as a cause for B in the second definition. So second definition is a kind of expansion, with some kind of change in the meaning of illah. We expand it to include all these different types of requirements. Normally, when you hear cause, the first meaning comes to your mind. Yeah, the one that gives existence, the originator, or what we say, al-illatul mujida. Al-mujida. Mujid from ijad means the giver of existence. Or al-illatul mufida. Mufida from fayadan, the one that gives existence. Ifada means to give. Al-illatul mufida. In Farsi we say illat hasti bakhsh, the giver of existence. You can call it different names: mujada, mufida, hasti bakhsh, originator. In any case, something that gives existence. In the second sense, it's more general. For having B, you may need the giver of existence, you may need other things. All of them are included. Let us give you an example. For example, if we want to have fruit, like peach, for example, if you want to have fruit, it's not enough just to have the giver of existence. Fruit is a material effect. And for material beings, you always need some conditions to be fulfilled. You need soil, you need water, you need oxygen, you need sun, you need a tree, you need not to have disease, illnesses, no, for example, animal eats this, for example, fruit before it becomes ready. So many things have to be there so that existence is given to this fruit. Just to have giver of existence is not enough. Inshallah, we will talk about it more when we talk about illat ta'amme and illat naqise. So, for the time being, please remember that we have two senses in which the term Allah can be used, two definitions. One is the giver of existence, the originator. The second is anything on which existence of something depends, is its cause. If B is the effect and depends on anything, they are considered all as its causes. It can be the giver of existence, it can be its internal part, it can be the end for which it's created. Anything which is needed, anything on which B depends, it's considered as illah. ما يتوقف عليه وجود الشيء. Okay, anything. So this is the first part of the lesson. Then we move on to divisions or classifications of illah. First, sometimes illah is classified because the same thing can be going through different classifications. Like, for example, we can classify people in the world according to their age, according to the gender, according to their religion, according to their, for example, education. Yeah, the same thing can be classified in different ways. Illah can be classified in different ways. One is to say illah is either haqiqi or i'dadi. Haqiqi means real, true. I'dadi, al-illatul i'dadiyah means preparatory. Sometimes illah is haqiqi, means it's real. What does it mean it's real? It really gives existence. Sometimes it's needed, but it doesn't give existence. It just prepares the ground for the giver of existence to give existence. For example, for a human child, who is al-illatul haqiqiyah? The one that gives existence to child. But what about parents? Parents also have some role. Yes, parents also have some role. But what is the role of parents? They don't give existence. They prepare the ground for existence being given by God. Okay, parents are preparatory cause. We call them mu'id or al-illatul i'dadiyah. I'dad means to prepare. In Arabic, i'dad means to prepare. Yeah?
The third part, maybe.
Pardon?
Third part between the reality existence and what the reality gives to, I mean, third part, واسطة between العلة الحقيقية.
No, it's not wasata. It's not that existence comes through parents. Wasata can be, for example, aql fa'al. You know, between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the ultimate cause and us, according to Masha'in, there are different intellects which are mujarrad, which are purely abstract. And the last one, which is the active intellect, al-aql al-fa'al, is the mudabbar, is the manager of the material world. So any grace comes through that. Or for example, if we accept this concept of channel of mercy of God, channel of grace of God, that the hujjah of Allah is the channel of mercy. That is wasita. Parents are not in that sense wasita. It's not that existence comes through parents. No. Existence comes, but parents prepare the ground. Like a gardener who makes efforts by preparing the ground, looking after the tree, watering it, removing, for example, bad plants around it. But existence of flower or fruit is not from gardener. The gardener just tries to prepare the situation. In any case, Allah is sometimes haqiqi or real, true, which is the giver of existence. And sometimes it's i'dadi, anything which is needed in addition to the giver of existence, anything which is needed, it is called i'dadi, means preparatory. Okay?
There's one question I have.
Yes.
Even if when you see, for example, I see patients sometimes, they're quite alright, suddenly they die. The heart stops beating. There's no sign of any heart disease or anything, they just die.
Yeah.
But to maintain them also is part of the causative existence.
Sure.
So, how does it feature in this causative?
So, inshallah, we will explain later that cause is needed all the time. It's not that the cause only gives existence at the beginning. The cause gives existence continuously because the need of the effect for cause is essential, can never separate from the effect. Yes, so for continuity is needed. Pardon? No, the first was definition. The second is classification. But the second, the classification is based on the second definition. According to the first definition, there is only one type of cause. According to the second, then you can divide it into haqiqi and i'dadi. But please remember something very important. Al-illatul i'dadiyya, the preparatory causes, are needed only for some of the effects. Some beings need al-illatul i'dadiyya. And those are material beings, material in the philosophical sense. Maddi, those things that have potential and need a subject to receive the existence.
All material things need i'dadi.
Pardon?
All material
Yes.
things.
Yes. But, for example, as inshallah we will explain later, for creating mujarradat, abstract beings, there is no need for illat i'dadi. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to create mujarradat, there is no need for parents, or there is no need, for soil and water. Mujarradat are just dependent on their originating cause.
حقيقي.
And this is why they are always there. They don't need to wait for completion of the cause. Inshallah, when we talk about illat tammi and naqisa, we explain this further. So, al-ilalul i'dadiyya, the preparatory causes, have no role in existence in the sense of giving existence. They don't give existence. Yeah, they are needed, but they don't grant or give existence. If they have any role, is in preparing the material cause for receiving existence. Okay, inshallah, after prayer we continue with other classifications of illa. Alhamdulillah Rabbil.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل
Yes.
Surah Rahman, it says,
Yes.
Just point to the fact that every day God is busy